10 first, the highlights. Lagos State government intensifies clearance operations, environmental sanitation on Sele Ilasa drainage channel. Federal government states LGA's share over 1 trillion naira federation accounts revenue in December. On foreign tin, U.S. President-elect's inauguration to hold indoors over severe cold. And in sports, Super Eagles forward, Ademola Lookman wins Atalanta's December goal of the month. And now the details. I am Mike James. The Lagos State Environmental Sanitation Corps, LAGESC, in conjunction with the Lagos Waste Management Authority, LOMA, has embarked on a 3-day clearance operation to remove hundreds of street traders occupying the base of the Sele bus stop flyover situated along the Apapa-Oshodi Expressway, and effected demolition of illegally erected shanties around the System 6C Sele Lassa drainage channel. LAGESC Corps Marshal of the agency, Olani, called the cry to the alarming levels of filth, shared disregard for public health during the clearance operation, which lasted for hours. Call affirmed the resolve of operatives to consolidate on the success of the operation, which started on Friday and last till Sunday, to enable a comprehensive demolition exercise, making it easier for LOMA to load the debris to the dump site. He appreciated the collaborative efforts of LOMA for the 3-day exercise, citing the agency's strategic mode of debris clearance as effective and proactive. Colon scored the need for commuting pedestrians to embrace safety always, and echoed the need for Lagosians to make appropriate use of pedestrian bridges, noting that this remains a safer option to avoid being knocked down. The Lagos State Blood Transfusion Service, LSBTS, has paid a courtesy visit to the management of the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, LASUT, as part of activities to commemorate the annual Voluntary Blood Donor Awareness Month. The celebration, which marks the 3rd anniversary of the awareness campaign, is themed Blood, the Precious Gift. Executive Secretary of LSBTS, Aboduri Oshikomaya, appreciated the management of LASUT for the warm reception and support of blood donation initiatives. Oshikomaya emphasized the critical importance of blood, particularly for specialized surgeries, noting that it remains an irreplaceable resource as it can only be produced within the human body. She urged LASUT to focus not only on recruiting voluntary blood donors, but also on engaging replacement donors and transitioning them into regular voluntary donors. On his part, the Chief Medical Director of LASUT, Adetokunbo Fabao, reaffirmed dedication to nurturing replacement donors, emphasizing the hospital's commitment to converting them into regular voluntary donors through care and attention. He highlighted the pivotal role of LASUT's management through the obstetrics and gynecology department in addressing the state's blood donation crisis, particularly by encouraging donations in critical areas as part of the hospital's goals for 2025. Newly elected Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Mojisola Miranda, has urged lawmakers to justify the faith reposed in them as guardians of collective trust. Miranda made the call at the maiden plenary she presided over as Speaker of the 10th Assembly, pledging to work tirelessly to uphold the principles of transparency, good governance, and other noble tenets the House stands for. She said the House will work harmoniously with other arms of government to ensure a seamless delivery of dividends of democracy to Lagosians who are the core focus.
As we begin this new chapter in the history of our assembly, I want to assure you that our administration will focus on working together for a better Lagos. Therefore, we will work to ensure that irrespective of gender, education, religion, and ethnic background, every Lagos resident is proud to say, I am a Lagosian. The synergy between us and the other arm of government is crucial in the regards for effective governance and democratic development. To achieve this, we must commit to maintaining open lines of communication with the executive, ably led by Mr. Governor, fostering a spirit of cooperation in laudable deeds and mutual respect in our relations.
The House will prioritize leaving the past behind and forging ahead and will not dwell on past controversies or disagreements. She stressed that the House will strive to create a more inclusive and participatory democracy where every citizen feels valued, respected, and empowered. The Speaker also announced new principal officers. Temitope Adewale, representing Ifako Ijaye 1, as Majority Leader. Adedamola Kasumu Ikeja 2 retained his office as Deputy Majority Leader. Zetonji David Badagry 2 as Chief Whip, and Gani Sani Okolao Kushofe 1 as Deputy Chief Whip. Our correspondent Abiola Fagbalago reports that the former Speaker Mudashiru Obasa was impeached by lawmakers on Monday, January 13, for gross abuse of office and privileges, misappropriation of funds, high-handedness, perpetual lateness to legislative sessions and meetings, amongst other allegations. Twelve political parties are scheduled to contest for the chairmanship and councillor offices in 18 local government areas of Ondo State today. The last council election in the state was conducted on August 23, 2020, with the tenure of the elected council officials elapsing on August 21, 2023. Since then, the administration of the 18 council areas of the state has been managed by civil servants, specifically the heads of local government administrations. After several postponements, the Ondo State Independent Electoral Commission finally fixed January 18, 2025 for the conduct of the election. And now to the rest of the stories. Federal governments, states and local government councils have shared a total sum of 1.424 trillion naira, being December 2024 Federation account revenue. The revenue was shared at the January 2025 Federation Account Allocation Committee FAC meeting held in Abuja. Director of Press and Public Relations, Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, Bawa Mukwa, revealed this in a statement. The 1.424 trillion naira total distributable revenue comprised distributable statutory revenue of 386.124 billion naira, distributable value added tax VAT revenue of 604.872 billion naira, electronic money transfer levy revenue of 31.211 billion naira, and exchange difference revenue of 402.714 billion naira. President Bola Tinubu has commended governors for backing the tax reform bills. The Nigeria Governors Forum (NGF) on Thursday threw its weight behind the controversial bills in a move that came as good news to advocates of the proposal. Less than a day after the development, presidential spokesman Bayo Ononuga conveyed his principal's joy over the governor's blessings of the tax reforms. The governor's backing came after a meeting with the Presidential Committee on Tax and Fiscal Policy, an event the presidency described as a commendable example of cooperation between the federal and state governments. And over to some foreign news. United States President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration will take place inside the U.S. Capitol on Monday rather than outdoors due to severe cold. This is the first time in 40 years that U.S. presidential inaugural ceremonies will be held indoors. Trump said he has added the inauguration address, in addition to prayers and other speeches, to be delivered in the United States Capitol Rotunda as Arctic blast sweeps the country. He said supporters can view the ceremony on screens inside the Capital One Arena, a professional basketball and hockey venue in downtown Washington that accommodates 20,000 people. And now sports. Super Eagles forward Ademola Lookman has won Atalanta's Player of the Month award for December. This is the first time the winger will be winning the award this season. Lookman's superb strike in Ladier's UEFA Champions League clash against holders Real Madrid on December 10 was the first choice of majority of the club's fans who voted on social media. The Nigeria international won 46% of the votes. Belgium international came second with 38% votes, while Tommaso Delungo came third and Andrea Bonanomi fourth. The 27-year-old made his 100th appearance for Gianpiero side in Monday's 1-1 draw with Juventus. And that brings us to the end of our news at 10, but just before we go, your vehicle is not a strong room, so please keep your valuables off the view of miscreants. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961, and you can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration deployed traffic light and CCTV cameras in strategic places in the state? You can get more details. It's on the Lagos State Government website and to end the news. Here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos Environmental Sanitation Corps, LAGESC, in conjunction with the Lagos Waste Management Authority, LOMA, has embarked on a 3-day clearance operation to remove hundreds of street traders occupying the base of the Celeb bus stop flyover, situated along the Apapa-Oshodi Expressway, and effected the demolition of legally erected shanties around System 6C Sele Ilasa Drainage Channel. The federal government, state and local government councils have shared a total sum of 1.424 trillion naira, being December 2024 Federation accounts revenue. We also told you that United States President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration will take place inside the U.S. Capitol on Monday rather than outdoors due to severe cold. In sports, Super Eagles forward Ademola Lookman has won Atalanta's Player of the Month award for December. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast. It was compiled by Adirayo Idowu Olaya. Thank you for listening. My name is Mike James. Good morning.